Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today is Thursday. Happy Halloween, by the way. I'm going to use the Haunted House Tarot today because it is definitely spooky day, not just season. I'm going to use the Haunted House for the reading and the Ghost for clarifying. I hope you all are doing fantastic. And this is our daily reading. So we'll take a look at the current situation and influences around that. And let's get started. What do we need to know? What do we need to know today? Current situation. That is the King of Wands. I think it's the first time I've seen it in this deck. Maybe not. The first time wow. Present influence. Oh, King of Pentacles. What's all with all these kings? Future influence. That's the Page of Swords. What we don't see. The Moon. What to look for. Judgment. Unexpected. Hierophant. And Challenge. Six of Swords. Strength. Five of Cups. And where does this lead? Two of Cups. Nice. And Ten of Wands. I mean, I think that Ten of Wands is fine. Advice. King of Cups. Another king. At the bottom of the deck is the Tower. Here comes that change, guys. I feel like we've been having this kind of happen anyway. I feel like this has come up actually quite often. I feel like actually there is definitely either an attitude shift. The King of Wands with the King of Pentacles, situation being the King of Wands, influence being the Pentacle part of that, right? So there is a feeling of, finding passion versus, because to me, when I say passion, keep that in a broad perspective. I feel like energy. The wands, to me, the court cards are doers. They get things done, and it's not even that they go do it. Where a pentacle does things, absolutely, but they kind of do things behind the scenes a little bit too. They don't have to be in the limelight, where the King of Wands is usually in the limelight just because of their personality. Anyway, the shift, this could be a person in your life, or this could be you. So kind of keep an open mind with this king energy here. It doesn't mean male or female. It's energy of a person. So it could be a person in your life or that, but there is definitely a change in energy. And what's interesting here to me is, well, having Five of Cups in the Strength is odd to me, but I think that is perspective too. Perception. How you perceive. Yeah, perception. Sorry. I'm just kind of looking over everything. That's very interesting. Well, I'm gonna have to clarify, because there's some interesting energies here to me. There is definitely something here with, kind of standing your ground and then things not being clear. But I feel like that's in what you don't see. Okay, let's get started. So we have the King of Wands in the current situation. This is, again, I'm going to clarify it. Let's just get this done right in the beginning, because there's a feeling to me that if this is somebody, they're kind of waking up a little bit to a change. Something's changed that's waking them up. Tell me about this King of Wands. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. There's a lot of, the change is happening, I feel like, how someone is acting or how you're acting. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles to the Knight of Cups. There's something here with the Five of Pentacles in between, kind of stating that there's something happening here with doing things in a different way. Because to me, the Five of Pentacles is going, okay, the normal way isn't working, doing things a different way. I get the feeling that this is someone else. This could be someone at work. This could be someone romantically. It could be a friend, and it could be you too. So keep that thought. But the change isn't like something changing. I feel like someone is changing, and I feel like they're going. And in this case, it's weird because we have the Pentacle and the Cup, but there's this Five of Pentacles in the middle, which is saying, they're kind of waking up to tenderness. Like this King of Wands is someone too that may be important to you. That's why I'm kind of almost getting this as someone else because of the knights here. The Knight of Cups is usually someone coming towards you. And I feel like that they're just different right now with that King of Wands. Now, the influence is the pentacle part of the king, and that is, there is still a feeling of like them holding back a little bit too, because they're being influenced by work, money, home, something of that nature, because it's a pentacle. They're not necessarily there. To me, the King of Wands is the action, which is the situation, and the influence though is them being like kind of stable. So there's a feeling of, what am I getting here? Well, because there is a feeling to me like it feels a little bit unsteady, and that's why we have the moon, and we'll get there. Just give me a second here. So that's what I'm getting now. The Page of Swords is in the future influence, which I feel like is kind of holding the ground steady here. The Page of Swords can also be, about learning and really focused on something, and they are focused. But I also always, a lot of times, see the Page of Swords as kind of, they're usually standing with that sword downward, and usually in front or to the side, almost like they're guarding something. And I see that a lot when I'm thinking, you're standing there guarding. It's like a guard is on, and that's going to be you putting up the guard and going, no, I want to make sure here, because there's something that's confusing you, and that's what the moon is, and what you don't see. There is not clarity here because I feel like this may have happened in the past, and you've seen it go back and forth, and you're like, I don't want to do that. And but I do feel like they may be really unclear right now of how they want to come forward, but you're still going to protect yourself a little bit. And the Judgment is in the what to look for, which is fine, right? Look for, it is saying look for a renewal, and it could definitely be with somebody. So do look for that. Look for something that will make you feel like you're going to grow. And I feel like that's really important, like with this whole thing. But it feels to me like there's this, the Tower is about someone switching up their, either how they're seeing something, viewing something, or how they're coming forward. It's different, and it is very sudden. And it's like, when did that happen? How did that happen? And then we have the Hierophant in the unexpected. I'm going to clarify this Hierophant card. The Hierophant to me can be about commitment. It's spiritual. It can be school, learning, teaching. But it's not just on a very simple level, because it would be like institutional teaching, like college or something of that nature, but almost feels spiritual to me. He's holding a cross. It's almost like he's going to perform an exorcism, but it is the haunted house tarot. So, I mean, gotta go with that a little bit too. But I feel like that is like, I want to see if this is a commitment coming in. What is this Hierophant, please? What is this? The Sun, Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's some, okay, so there is something here about happiness with this Hierophant. It could be a commitment of some sort. I'm going to read what the Hierophant says in this little book. It's the little haunted house book. He performs an exorcism on Raven, who wakes up in the middle of his dark ritual. Will he drive the demons from her body, or is the priest the one possessed? Religion, dogma, tradition, guidance, ritual, hierarchy, instruction. It feels more to me like tradition. Maybe even a little bit of guidance. But it does, I think it also could be a commitment to something. Now, it doesn't mean there's like this marriage commitment or anything like that, but it also could be, if this is work, it just could literally be a commitment to work. But it is about happiness. It's about a new beginning, and it's clear what the expectations are. Like, there's more clarity that's coming in unexpectedly, which is good because we have the moon and what we don't see. And I don't think I touched on that. The moon is, maybe I did. I've been up way too long. To me though, the other person is maybe not clear. And I feel like this is the clarity, right? This is the conversation. And that's what the commitment it isn't necessarily committed to you, I love you. It's, I'm committed to this situation, the truth. I feel like, but whatever it is, it's a new beginning to that. And with the Ace of Swords there as part of the clarifier, I feel like it's about the truth. So the challenge is the Six of Swords. And I feel like the challenge here is really more about, is it really time for me to go or not? Or should I stay? And that's the challenge. There has been a feeling that you have wanted to move on, but at the same time, now you're going, well, what do I do now? And this isn't saying you need to move on. You need to move forward. Now, this could be even moving forward with them. Whatever it is, wherever you are trying to get to, it's going to be a challenge because something's holding you back from moving forward, whether it's moving away from this energy altogether, job, lover, situation, feeling, or whether it's, do I move towards this? And then we have the Five of Cups in your strength. What I do feel like here is there is something about a disappointment that actually helps you to understand how to move forward. So if you were disappointed in the past, which I feel like that's come up in the past readings, that then as you look at that, you kind of know what to do next, know how to handle the next steps, know where to go. It's almost like, because it's in the strength, it's almost like it's done you well because it's given you that time to say, well, I lost this, but I have this. So you're more focused on what you have in the now around you that you can hold on to than that you have more than what you lost. So the Two of Cups is where this leads. And now I do say this is a good relationship, partnership of any kind. And this could be with anybody, anything. So this could be a partnership with you and your higher self. This could be, or a relationship with you, yourself. It could be definitely a person. It could be love, work. But I like it because it feels true. Does that make sense? Like it feels real, not fake, not pretend. That's the first thing I got from that is even though the 10 of Wands comes after that, that this is going to be hard, but the hard work has paid off because the 10 of Wands is at the ending of all that hard work. The 9 is really the tough card, to be honest with you. 2 of Cups, please. This is definitely, okay, that's got the 5 of Cups in it too. This is definitely, I got Hangman, Wheel, and 5 of Cups. I think that you taking a look at this situation from a different perspective and moving forward, I think open your eyes up to how you were disappointed and why you were disappointed. And I feel like, though, I feel like it's good energy coming forward because then we've got the 10 of Wands. What's the 10 of Wands? Tell me about the 10 of Wands. It's kind of a cool card, too. Tell me about the 10 of Wands, please. What is the 10 of Wands? 5 of Cups again. Chariot. Wheel again. There is definitely forward movement here. It just feels a little bit heavy right now. So I do feel like with this relationship, it's going to feel a little bit burdensome. It's going to feel kind of like a burden for a while. And, but that's because of the energy. There's something that comes in pretty quickly. I feel like it's almost saying goodbye to the disappointment and hello to a new time. I mean, I like the Chariot and I like the Wheel. Those are both good cards to me. Also, I feel like both of those are forward moving cards, which is good. It means that things are moving the way they need to be going, and you're going to be exactly where you need to be with the Wheel there, even though sometimes we don't always see that as the best. I feel like it could be. We have the King of Cups as our advice today. Looking at this energy, I would say that there may be a little bit of a confusion between their wand side and their pentacle side. And I feel like in some respects that's saying that with the King of Cups, just that other king, is to, go with the flow here for a little bit. And I think we've talked about this before. Just allow things to happen. I almost feel like you're not supposed to push anything. You've got a lot of very spiritual cards. Moon, Hierophant, the Wheel is clarifying both of these situations, both the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. So I do feel like there's something slightly faded here. So I think it's just kind of go with the flow a little bit. Don't get too stubborn or the other way either. Just let things happen. Don't force anything to happen. Let things happen the way they need to happen. And I think that's going to be really important, actually. Is there anything else we need to know today? The Wheel, 7 of Pentacles. So all of the work that you've done, Page of Wands, all of the work that you've done with the 7 of Pentacles, I feel like things are moving forward. You will reap benefits, at least see whether your work is paying off or not, which allows you to take a leap of, not a leap of faith, but I kind of feel like that is with the Page of Wands, where you can go into something without thinking so tough about it, so hard about it. So I do feel like there's kind of that, let's just move forward. Things are working. I'm just going to keep going in this direction so that I'm headed where I believe I need to be. So there you have it today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Take care. Have a beautiful day.